Hi. You know, in my day job, I'm a pastor. Do you know what that word means? Pastor? It means shepherd. I like the word, but I have to admit I don't know diddly about sheep. In fact, just a few days ago, I was talking about a section in the Bible where Jesus talks about himself as the good shepherd, and as I was preparing for that, it hit me. You really ought to check out some sheep. And so I did. Now, we're right in the middle of the city, but it just so happens here in Bloomington, there is a flock of sheep over by the airport, not too far from Fort Snelling Cemetery. So at lunchtime last Thursday, I decided to go spend some time with sheep. I spent more time with those sheep on Thursday than I have spent with sheep in all of my life. In fact, in all of my life combined. It was a rather interesting experience. I've always read and heard they are dumb animals. But as I looked at those sheep, there were a couple of things that struck me. One was, they're so incredibly cute. You can't help but love them. The other thing was, they didn't look as dumb as I thought they were. In fact, one little guy actually stared right back at me as I was watching him. And it looked like there was a lot going on. I felt like I was communicating with a sheep. I was so struck by what I saw that I went back to my office and Googled sheep intelligence. I was amazed by what I found. I found that researchers at Cambridge just a few months ago discovered that sheep are nowhere near as dumb as previously thought. In fact, in some tasks, they are as smart as monkeys and even humans. Boy, that was a revelation for me. Because you see, the Bible has said all along that you and I are like sheep. And that God loves us, even as a shepherd cares for his sheep. In Jesus' day, shepherds were not caretakers who stayed off in the distance. They slept and lived with the sheep. They knew the sheep by name, and in fact, the sheep actually responded to the shepherd's voice. As I told you, I'm a pastor. I try to know the names of all the flock here. But Jesus is the good shepherd, and he knows the names of everyone in his flock, including you. And you matter to him. You are a sheep, but that does not mean that you are dumb. It means that you matter to God. And it means that he has destined you for something far greater than just going through your life without purpose. He wants you to follow the good shepherd. Right now, you may be following the other sheep. That's when sheep get into trouble. But when sheep follow a shepherd who loves them, they are blessed and they experience life to the full. God desires to bring that kind of life to you. He's the good shepherd. He laid down his life for you, and he wants you back in his flock.